Why, hello, YouTube modeling community. That's right, it's the old fat man from Alabama coming to you from that place right there, Don's Garage, my styrene sanctuary, better known as my rat nest of styrene dreams. Well, I know it's been a minute since I've done a video. We'll just say life's been kind of interrupting things, but not that I haven't had a lot of bench time, because I have. I've been working on a few things, this and that. But first of all, this is a shop card shout out video, channel shout out, and then we will get into a few things I've been working on here on the bench. First shop card we got, yes sir, we got Mr. G Seeds, newest shop card. And that is one wicked little 66 Impala lowrider. Spot on. The man's a master at paint, style. I mean, his cars are just, they're dead on in the appearance factor, if nothing else. If by chance you've been under a rock and you've just got on YouTube, please go check out Gary Hanging with Mr. G Seeds here on YouTube. There's his channel name, his email, and the really nice thing about all of Gary's cards, because he changes cards out about every lot of 50. This is the fourth card that he's done. Each one has a different model that he's built on the front, and then his original artwork on the back, which is just insane. I mean, this stuff's just, it's out there in another dimension. Thank you, Brother Gary. So, like I said, if y'all haven't checked him out, please go check him out. Definitely hit the like button and please subscribe him. You won't be disappointed. Next up, we got my brother from another mother, my Mississippi hippie. Model cars with Glenn. Glenn has changed his shop card again, done his Cobra, the twin-headed dragon, pilot this little gassered up little Cobra, replica Cobra. Y'all go check out Glenn. Guy does some amazing work, and he's very refreshing to watch. I mean, the man is just, he's always happy. So y'all go over and check him out, show him some love. Let him know the old fat man from Alabama sent you over there. Then next up, and this one's very late being done. My apologies, Dave. But we have a sticker from the Flying Dutchman. This gentleman is overseas. Thank you very much for the sticker. Y'all go over and check him out. Dutch Dave's model bench since 2021. Y'all go check him out on YouTube. Let him know the old fat man from Alabama sent you over there. Alright, that's it for the shop cards at this moment. But I also want to give a shout out to Hey Auto. Young man out of Texas, does some phenomenal work. He's one of those guys, I say, he gets it. His last project that he finished that I've seen was the Hammered A model coupe. Beautiful job. He took a 32 Ford 3-window windshield and roof header, and grafted it into a 30A model coupe. And when he was done, the car is period spot on. Beautiful piece. And then there's our old friend Tommy Moore at Plastic Hobbies. Y'all go check him out too. Guy does some amazing work. Another guy that I say gets it. I mean, it's all about the love of styrene. It's not about these two guys. Well, actually all these guys. It's all about the styrene enjoyment. Has nothing to do with being a contest contender and other things. But y'all go check these guys out. I will leave a link to all of their channels in the description below. And I'm going to pause y'all for a minute. We're going to change a few things up and I'll show you what I've been working on. Be right back. And just like that, we're back. Okay, this is an old stalled project that I broke out to work on in between two other projects. It's a AMT 68 Roadrunner kit using the 70 Super B Pro Street chassis. And as you can tell, I have added a few plastic items to it. The cowl hood is scratch built. The air dam's all scratch built. I am currently working on the rear wing for it. We're going to slide this back a little bit. But the rear wing is all scratch built. Right now there's what, 6 pieces. The main plate, or the main wing portion here, is done in a piece of 20 thousandths and laminated to a piece of 40 thousandths. And I've kind of knife cut this edge along here to where it doesn't look so thick and heavy. The spill plates that's on here so far are done out of 20 thousandths. They're each one's 2 individual pieces. I've still got to do the spill plates along here on each side, and I'm debating on putting 2 more spill plates in the middle. Not real sure where we're going there just yet, but this has all got to get final shaped, and then I can put the top pieces on. Also, as you can see, both door handles are drilled out to give a more realistic look. The interior is probably about 90% done. I like the finishing the roll cage and getting it ready to paint. The car does have a blown Hemi. As you can see, the underside of the hood's got a little more work, but we're close to being done with it also. Let's slide this back and get this down. But yep, she's a blown Hemi. A little decal detail on the blower belt. And you might be able to see there's a Mopar brand oil filter on it. Did a little detailing on the alternator, which was simply by cleaning up the mold seams, stripping the chrome off, painting it with Tamiya's flat aluminum, then doing a black wash on it to give it some character. I had a couple of carburetors on it and I wasn't real satisfied with them, so I've took them off. That's something we'll be handling soon. I have modified the core support so the radiator goes on this side versus this side. That way we've got clearance for the blower belt and the accessory belt. The wheels, they are from a Soft Seal 57 Chevrolet Top Sportsman kit from Revell. I added some Slicks decals to show it having strange axles. Now don't get me wrong, it is a street car with drag racing roots. There's the chassis. Nothing over the top. Scratch built exhaust, scratch built drive shaft. Just your basic cleanup and nicely fitted pieces. Carrying the 70 Super B Curry aluminum center section 9-inch. A little detail work on the coilover shocks. Again, just your basic clean parts box stock build, as I call them. It's got a nice attitude. You know, there's a couple of ways, a couple of theme oriented type pro street cars, I guess you could call them. Mine are usually oriented around a drag racing background versus a show car, creature comfort, you know, power steering, brakes and air and type stuff. I like mine to be a little closer to just meat and potatoes and a lot of attitude. And this one's getting there. As you see the color in the engine bay, that will be the body color, which is Createx's Wicked Colors. This particular color is their Detail Orange. It's real similar to a factory color, which is what I wanted. Once the front and rear bumper and the strip tank The front bumper, when it goes into place, this right here mates right up to the underside of it. Gives it a nice finished look. There's a little more work to do on that piece. I'm not 100% of what I'm going to do there, but she's getting there. And I'm going to pause you and set you up the second project. I'll be right back. Okay, fellas, we're back. And yes, this is project number 2. This is AMT's 49 Ford Coupe. As you can tell, she ain't stock. What I'm trying to replicate here is a traditional East Coast custom from the late 50s, early 60s. With a twist. It does have more modern suspension work done underneath it, but all the body work will be traditional Alexander Brothers influenced. The pencil line you see on the side is where there'll be a piece of chrome come all the way down. It'll turn just under center of the tail light and come down to this exhaust port on both sides. The kit roll pan, these pieces came out of the 50 convertible showboat kit. I had to do a little adjusting to get the angle I really wanted. We've got stock fender skirts. The front end, Frenched headlights. When it's finished, it'll have French tunnel headlights. I've still got to round the hood corners and also round the trunk corners. I used the kit roll pan and custom grill insert, but I wasn't thrilled with how far out the front roll pan stuck out. I mean, it's got a like a long chin. It sticks out past the nose of the car. So you can see the pencil line is drawn out. That follows the angles of the front of the hood area. I'm not going to follow all that, but I'm going to pull this way back in. I'm going to scratch build a set of bumperettes on the front with a license plate pocket in the front matching the rear. These are my lake pipe skirts. These are also out of the 50 convertible. The interior is not much to look at right now. This thing is replicating a 4.5-inch channel, but there's where I've been spending most of my time recently. We've got a ladder bar with coilover and air ride assist. All the center section of the chassis has been cut out and replaced with sheet plastic. I've relocated the stock fuel tank, moved it to the center, eliminated the stock spare tire well. I built new arches in the frame so I could get the rear end lower. All my dry shaft angles and everything's working out. The rear axle and the ladder bars are from a Revell 29A model. I had to shorten the ladder bars a little bit here, and I had to narrow the rear end quite a bit actually to get all this to work under there. The next step is I got to shorten the spring, shorten the shock towers here. They're way too long. Shorten those, put in my shock mounts up the top side, and she's ready to rock and roll. As you can see in here, there are the scratch build airbags I did for it. I used another A model tubular cross member here, which I'm not 100% satisfied. This is fixing to have to change. These are just a piece of plastic rod bent to fit. As you can see, I've deepened the transmission tunnel. Now moving forward to the front suspension. I've cleaned all this up. As you know, or as you may know, this kit's a metal axle through the front with just decorative lower control arms and upper arms. All that is about to be scratch built with scratch built airbags going in the pockets that I've rounded out. I've got to put a step in the frame rails here and here. This little project's going to be a on and off again type deal. I had the goal to have it ready for Acme and debut it there. I wasn't going to show anything, but there's been some recent events, should we say, that are has made it to the point I'm not going to be at Acme, plain and simple. I don't want to get into it because it's a bunch of BS drama. I'll keep all that to myself. There's a few that know the whole story, and we'll keep it at that. So, well, that being said, fellas, I'm done for this video. I know it's been a while since I've posted one. I'm not going to... I've been putting in a lot of bench time, not really concerned about video and everything I do, and I'm not going to. There's been a few things happen with YouTube itself. It's kind of left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. I'll get through it, as I always do. But I'm not going to punch a YouTube time clock. I'll do what I want, when I want, how I want. I'd like to appreciate everybody that has stuck with me. I had some subs leave. That's fine. I understand. I'm not pumping them out like, ABC, NBC, CBS does a TV show. I'm not going to. This is a hobby for me. The models are hobbies. The YouTube thing's a hobby. And if it comes between putting in just regular old-fashioned bench time or putting some stuff together to try to entertain somebody, I'm going to put in the bench time to entertain myself. So, that being said, I appreciate all my subscribers, the old ones, the new ones, and all the ones in between. I appreciate you more than I can ever say. Love y'all. Remember, live, love, and laugh. And always, always, no matter what, build the model for you. Y'all take care, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.